Welcome back, everybody, to Paddling Pool 223. My name is Bio. I'm joined by the one and only Pat J, and we are diving straight in to our single elimination latter half of this tournament. Our first match is going to be here between Centopia and Hazard, two very strong teams that have proven their worth by making it all the way to Top Cut through the group stage. Pat J, you are very knowledgeable in these two teams as they have popped up. Well, okay. You mentioned that you know at least some of these players. So tell us what do you expect to see here on our first map, Rainmaker on Humpback Pumptrack?
I mean, Centopia is a regular of every tournament, really. They are a very solid team, and I expect them to do good. I don't know that much about Hazard, but like if your name is Hazard, maybe we can expect some things happening. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see whatever happens, and good luck to them. But as you said, we are now in single elimination territory. This is still best of 3, and starting with Rainmaker is going to be very, very stressful for both of these teams, and we'll see. Like Centopia, we know they have the tournament experience and they're able to handle the pressure. Hazard, not sure if they're as used to it, so let's see if they're able to really get there and get that first checkpoint at least.
Yes, and Centopia coming out with a very aggressive Wiper Tetradually composition. This is actually something that we've been seeing a lot with this new patch, the light Tetradualies, the ballpoint and the Wiper Deco. While Centopia is coming out with a Blaster Dually, actually taking priority over Centopia's aggressive playstyle. But Yaru with the Inkjet is going to shut down the push, getting 3 picks, leaving only the Dually alive. They do have the Crab Tank, but it's only them. They are trying to hide, they're trying to shark, but they are going to be found out by Centopia and pressure here. They're going to be forced to jump out, and Hazard's push got shut down frighteningly quickly by a single Inkjet.
Yeah, and right now the checkpoint hasn't been breached. It looks like Hazard with a Crab Tank is going to cancel fix, and Hazard has another pushing opportunity. Centopia has been on the defensive whole game long, and it's not stopping. Hazard looking to finally get that checkpoint and push even further. The big bubbler is going to give them lots of leeway, but no, the Rainmaker is getting stopped in their tracks, and that means Hazard, they have to delay things further and keep that control of how much forward they got. Doesn't matter if they're not able to get that Rainmaker back, and right now I don't think anybody has even popped the shield.
Yeah, no, these two teams are playing very slowly, but Hazard take advantage of the fact that Centopias are all clustered on one side of the map, and they just go straight for the checkpoint. The Wiper deck on the side of Centopia trying to make something happen here, but those missiles leave it extremely vulnerable, and they get picked by the Dualies, and Hazard is still on top. They are trying to charge some specials. Centopia have 2 specials actually to defend, and they get 3 picks onto Hazard. That is massive. A wipeout, and Centopia start pushing in here incredibly aggressively. Hazard is left reeling. It's going to be very difficult for them to defend this checkpoint, but they do. They manage to do it thanks to the Blaster's indirect, but they still have to deal with this Zipcaster from the Tetradualies, which after a little bit of lag do manage to get up onto the plat, but no players on the side of Hazard go down, and 2 go down on Centopia. 3 go down once again due to Yaru's Inkjet. They are getting such consistent value out of that special. Always, sorry, not Yaru's Inkjet, but the Inkjet on the side of Hazard shut down Centopia really, really well. We're seeing Inkjets on both sides getting a lot of value consistently, and this is just back and forth with 3 players. A delayed wipeout once again on Hazard. These two teams are just getting wipeout after wipeout on one and the other, and it's just a back and forth game.
Yeah, and both teams, you only need a very small push to get the lead right now. Centopia gets the lead. Zipcaster is going to try to create more distraction, but Centopia has to go back to spawn. Now Hazard, They conceded the lead, but they have a minute and a half to get back in, and 53 is really not that much, and as you said, the Inkjet is able to do so much. Centopia right now, they have to wait for that next push with the Rainmaker. Very nice punish by the ballpoint. But it's an all-out war right now, big death match, and both teams are just running at each other. And is that lead? Yes, that's lead! Lead going for Hazard. Hazard is able to make a bunch of points on the bubble. Whoa! Okay, that's 10 points away from a KO for Hazard, and there's just a minute left. After so long, after so much like just looking at each other, waiting for the other team's ballpoints Inkjet to be over, like finally Hazard gets something going, and Centopia has, like, they need a very big push in these last 30 seconds to get things going.
Yeah, and we're seeing Centopia try to play very aggressively. This Viper looking for a pick on the Julie, but they get picked off by the Blaster instead. The Blaster is still staying alive and just getting so many picks. That's 3 down. That's a wipeout on Centopia. 20 seconds left. Less than 20 seconds left. Hazard show no signs of crumbling just yet. They punish the Tetra dive. 10 seconds left. Centopia, they do manage to even it out, but they just need to run at the Rainmaker right now. And the Wiper Deco is going to end up going down. Yes, they do. The Rainmaker has reset, but it is not quite enough. The Rainmaker resetting does not give the team overtime, and that is going to be game 1 going to Hazard.
Game 1 going to Hazard, and that means Centopia is 1 game away from going home. They need to adapt, because right now, honestly, Hazard dominated most of that game. They were in control for so long. Centopia managed to get 1 push, but Hazard got right back in and managed to get so much out of it. And right now, Centopia, they need to change things up. They need to get things going their way if they want a shot at qualifying for the next round.
Yeah, and it's all gonna start boiling down here. Since this is a best of 3, it's like I said, it's the pressure is on for Centopia to bring this back, and it's all gonna boil down to this game 2. Splat zones on Museum D. Alfonsino, a competitive scene classic. We have seen this map time and time and time again. So that begs the question: how will these two teams approach such an experienced map such as this one?
Yeah, and I mean, this feels good for Hazard. Hazard, they liked really getting in everywhere, flanking, getting like as much aggressivity as they could, and defeating everything that Centopia was showing. On Museum, you always have like options to get into mid and get things going your way. If Centopia doesn't block things and manage to really establish their gameplay, establish their rhythm, and have that the standard and force Hazard to play their game, they're going to be in trouble. And really, we have to see Centopia adapt.
Yeah, and it's also worth mentioning the very specific weapon choices. I think Centopia might have a bit of a leg up here if they can play around that Viper's missile output and playing with the alongside the light Tetra dualies. We did see them try to do it on Humpback, but I believe that the blaster from Hazard had a really big advantage there. But I think on a slightly more open or a flatter map such as this one, I think the Tetra Dually especially might have a bit more space to shine. And if the Viper can keep up with the pace that the Tetra Dually sets, we may see it work out. And actually, we're seeing them go with a Stamper instead of the Viper Deco, while Hazard have no changes, I believe, to their composition. So they're definitely sticking to their guns, while Centopia are being forced to switch it up a little bit if they want to bring this back.
Yeah, that's how you need to adapt. And there's already a flank by Danget behind, and that's already a wipeout. Hazard showing us, yeah, that wasn't a fluke. We are here to party, and we are here to take this round. We are not wasting any second getting another kill with the crab. That's going to be a trade, but Centopia right now, they are so far, they are fighting just to get back the control of their own platform, and 40 points have already been scored on the zone.
Yeah, and just Hazard is doing a great job of defending here. They get 2 picks on the 2 Slayers on Centopia, but 3 down on the side of Hazard. Centopia bring this back without a care in the world. It's only Dangit left alive, and they are going to opt to jump out, conserve what special they have. And Centopia finally seem to have things a little bit under control and start threatening to move up onto Hazard's plat with 2 players already up there, but the Stamper goes down. The ball plane is forced to move due to the Crab Tank. The Tetra goes down, and once again, it's just in Hazard's favor. The Inkjet from Haru getting once again a lot of value, and that's going to open up so much space for Hazard to move forward. 2 down the side of Centopia. Once again, 3 down. The Crab getting shut down by the Blaster, and that's going to be yet another team fight win for Hazard, giving them the zone back.
Yeah, Hazard, they kept the lead right now, and they are looking to extend. They're done with their penalty pretty much. Well, almost. Maybe they're done with their penalty if they can manage to keep the zone right there, but that's not going to happen. Centopia is back in there in force and looking to get rid of their penalty themselves, but Dangit already on the aggressivity as they were in game 1, as they were all throughout this game. And Hazard, just like that, takes the zone back, takes the picks back, and are looking to get rid of that penalty again. There's so little of it now, but like they already had a run through it once. They're probably going to extend their lead, and Centopia, they need something going their way. Oh, and with 3 down right now, it looks like Centopia is going to be able to establish something's going. And the Stamper I see is already on the platform with the Zipcaster. That's going to be very good for them. Dangit, oh yeah, you can't do that so many times. At some point, people are going to expect you coming.
Yeah, and we're seeing Centopia finally getting a little bit of footing, getting pick after pick after pick, but regardless, 3 down. They are going to get the lead, but at what cost? It's only the Stamper left alive. Dangit pushing onto zone with their Splash-O-Matic player, and it's only a matter of time before the Stamper goes down. They are going to most likely flip zone. Yes, they will, and that is going to be penalty for Centopia, but the damage has been done and Hazard lost lead. This Tetra on the right side is going to go down though. 2 down the side of Centopia, and they have very little penalty. Very little. They're already through it. So this is just going to be another lead flip in Hazard's favor. And with 1:30 left and Hazard holding on as well as they are, this is looking dangerous for Centopia. Hazard is starting to approach a knockout position, but the ball point goes down. The Splash-O-Matic goes down. Hazard left reeling as their dualies go down as well. It's only the Blaster left alive. They are going to be picked off alone on the right side. Delayed wipeout on the side of Hazard. Centopia is going to take back the zone, but they have quite a bit of a penalty. They are starting to chew through it, but they need to get through this penalty and push all the way to 20, which is a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, and Centopia took the time to get rid of that bubble that was there after getting the wipe. But that meant they didn't have the time to take control of the enemy platform. And Hazard is already right there on the attack. Centopia, they need to paint the zone. They cannot afford to have a penalty applied to them with just 30 seconds. It's going to be very costly. They lose that zone for Centopia, and Hazard managing to apply that penalty. They have a very big option on the W right now.
Yeah, and Centopia is just struggling. 15 seconds left. They need to take back the zone if they want even a chance, and if they want overtime, which they're definitely going to need. But this Crab doing so much work, chipping away the Stamper, denying Centopia of a lot of space that they need. And 3 down. That's a wipeout on Centopia with 2 seconds left, and the zone in Hazard's favor. It is going to be game 2, and the set going to Hazard.
Very, very good display of strength by Hazard, and cheer for them. Congratulations, they're going to advance to the next round, and Centopia will go home. This is single elimination. It's going to be super brutal, and we'll see another round of best of 3 right after this short break.